Stupid site.
Good evening and welcome back for the second time today, the Mancunian way. I'm on my fourth show. Man's working, doing overtime today. We're back. It's Friday. It's evening. It's Oil Brothers time. Good evening, chaps. How are we all?
Evening.
Good evening,
Governor.
Evening, Governor.
How are we? Are we all okay?
Absolutely fine. Buzzing.
Want to kick off the show, welcoming everyone in. Smash those likes, nice and early. But a massive thank you to our fellow Oil Brothers for helping Manchester City go directly into the last day of the Champions League. Thank you very much. Thank you. I know it's the biggest result of your career, of your history. I get no job.
I'm sorry. How many times have you beat PSG recently? No, come on. How many times have you beat PSG recently? How many times have we played them recently?
We played PSG a few times. We beat them. We have beat them a few times as well.
Okay, we played them
We
three
beat them
times.
when they had Neymar and Mbappe, though.
We beat them when they had Messi on them.
We played them three times in the last 2 years. Not lost a game against them.
Yes.
Drawn with them twice, and that was with Mbappe and with all the players that you talk about, apart from Messi. We absolutely thrashed them 4-1 at St. James's Park, and we've been robbed twice away from home with 2-1-1 draws. So, what can I say?
You like you guys draw, right? You guys like that draw, right?
It was a great result.
No, I'm talking about the UCL.
Oh, the actual carrier bag, as a lot of people are calling them. Yes, loving it. We actually we've got a better draw than what you have for finishing in the top 8.
Yeah, and that's why this whole system is
thank
bullshit.
you very much for actually knocking us out of the top 8 because we've got a better draw than you.
Yeah, exactly. This is why. Well, you haven't because you got Chelsea or Barcelona if you get through.
Bring them on.
Because you haven't actually, you're only in the playoffs. You're not qualified into the next round yet.
It still works for me. It's more money.
Oh, it is. No, I get it. It's extra money for an extra fixture. I hear it.
Yep.
Would you guys want Chelsea or Barcelona?
Chelsea.
Okay.
But mind you, we give Barcelona a right game at St. James's Park, but we just didn't didn't defend well enough. But I think we can take Chelsea over 2 legs. I think Barca is a lot more difficult than Chelsea at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah. This crap system, we're going to end up with Real Madrid again.
Exactly. So thanks, guys, for knocking us out of the top 8.
It's like
we could get Inter or Bodo though.
We're going to end up with Real Madrid. Ed, you know what's coming. You know how it's going to be fit.
I know. We like to always think the system is rigged against us, right?
But it is rigged. It is rigged.
Let's bring some. Let's not always.
How do we end up with Real Madrid every single competition we roll in? We get them in the group. We get them. We might as well bring them into the Premier League.
You want to be the best, Martin. You've got to play the best.
Exactly, you got to beat the best.
But we have been the best, and we generally beat the best. I'm just bored of playing them.
But you can't whinge about it either.
I just want to go to different away trips. I'm bored of going to the Bernabeu.
Hey, you can go to Karabakh if you want to go to Azerbaijan. Go for it.
I want to go to the San Siro before it's knocked down. I want to go to
go and watch Inter play or watch AC Milan play. Nothing stopping you from going on a nice little trip to Italy.
Martin, we could get Inter though.
We're not getting into. You know, we're not. I'm telling you now, if we were in that Premier League tournament that's held in America, we'd end up with Real Madrid in that as well. I'm just telling you, Eddie, it's the way it's going. We might as well just bring Real Madrid into the CFG.
Okay, but Martin, that's because the powers that be want that matchup.
There you go. £1.36 a pint in Kazakhstan.
We're living in the wrong country.
Yeah, I'm not even. Apologise. I did have to leave Judge Mo earlier. I had to go to an appointment with my father, so I do apologise. I had to go and get something sorted, so that was why I left early on that show. By the way, these Arsenal fans are really getting hit up by me at the minute. They are going for my blood, these Arsenal fans, at the minute. Because all I said was they're the greatest team in the world, apparently. This is what I was told. And now, apparently, I've got to say they're a bit shit. So just choose your road, guys, and let me know which one you want to go down, and we'll run with it. No, listen, Yusuf, I know Mo hates City. I know he's got a Mo gender on City. I'm not stupid. I know City, whether people like this or not, I know City is the most hated club in this league.
Oh, I don't know about that. Not from our fans.
I'm not even playing them. I don't. Yeah, we'll come to some of your comments.
Yeah, we got to bring up some comments
this week.
we got to talk about that.
About the 115 little diggies and all that.
They're just digs. They're just digs, but the most hated club that Newcastle fans are Arsenal and Liverpool.
But let me ask you
history with them.
To kill us at the minute.
What do you guys make of Gordon? What did you guys make of Gordon comments about?
I thought he was absolutely
performing in the UCL compared to the. Do you agree with his comments?
I do.
Does he still need to perform?
I absolutely agree with him. And everyone's taking it out of context. If you actually listen to what he said he gets more space because teams are more open in the Champions League than they are in the Premier League. And that is absolutely true.
I agree with that.
Because every time we go away to someone like Wolves or Burnley, they play a low block. When they come to St. James's Park, every team plays a low block. Yep. You get double, triple teamed up on the wings. It's impossible for him to play his game that he likes to play. Then you saw him on Wednesday night, against PSG, picking the ball up, going round his man, sprinting past them, getting balls over the top with space to run into. Doesn't get that in the Premier League. So he's absolutely spot on. You should be able to see it as a City fan with the City team. How many teams come to the Etihad and play an open game?
Yeah, but I think for you guys though, I think the big teams do play with spacing behind. I think
no, they
Chelsea
don't. Not even at St. James's Park.
Chelsea came to St. James and low blocked.
No, we just outplayed them. We outperformed them. We shouldn't have let that 2-goal lead slip. But we're talking about every Champions League game is open.
Yeah.
Every Premier League game, 10% of them may be open. So his comments are absolutely spot on, and you should be agreeing with those comments, because how many teams go to the Etihad and play a low block?
Well, everyone, yeah, loads.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
our wingers are still expected to perform, though.
But Gordon does perform. He just doesn't get the goals and assists that everyone wants him to get.
Okay, but you're happy with the overall performance, though.
In the last few games, I have
the overall performance.
Yeah, in the last few games, I definitely am. Because he's looked like he's putting balls in the box.
Back to his best.
He's getting back to his best. If you actually watch his games and analyze how many times he tries to take on his man, how many times he gets the ball into good areas, how many key passes he makes, the stats are still up there. It's just nobody's getting on the end of them. And nobody gets on the end of them and make the stats look bad, don't they? That's the problem.
Well, because I've been hearing a lot of Newcastle fans talk about why are we Harvey Barnes has had the better season. Why are we putting him on the right when he fits best on the left? And why are we still playing Gordon when he hasn't produced? So I'm just...
Do you know how many assists Harvey Barnes has got from Gordon playing on the left? Quite a few. So the header in the last minute, Gordon cross. Barnes's equaliser against Leeds came via Gordon to Voltemara to Barnes. People aren't looking at the stats properly. They're looking at 2 stats only. And this is the problem with online fans. They only look at goals and assists. Martin, how many times did we have a conversation at least 2 years ago when we're talking about Jack Grealish, the assist of the assist? That's what Gordon's like sometimes. He creates space for other players because they double up on him or treble up on him. So if he gets the ball off quickly, there's more space inside for Harvey Barnes to operate on, especially when he becomes an inverted in right winger. And then there's more space for Wissa and Voltemara to deal with. So sometimes, and I've said this loads of times, especially about ASM when he was at Newcastle, you are more dangerous without the ball than you are on the ball sometimes, because players are scared of you. And that's what people are afraid of Gordon, because he's got that pace. So if you actually watch his game for 90 minutes, yes, there has been some slack performances from him, but that's because his standards are so high, and it's why he's in the England squad and potentially pushing for the England team. Some people have just got to look at the game a little bit more than just goals and assists.
And no, I agree with you. And me and Martin kind of differ when it came to Jack Grealish, because I feel like in certain positions you can have good performances, but at the end of the season, you still need to have output. You still need to be impacting games in certain positions on the pitch as well, right?
But what do you class as output, though? Do you just class goals and assists as output, or do you?
No, for me, it's also
key passes.
Not even key passes. My thing is, are you dangerous? Are you making the defense rotate over to you? Are you impacting the game in all that way, right? I felt that for me, sometimes with Jack Grealish, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't take a man on and have the defense rotate over. He wouldn't, that was just me. I know Martin felt differently about that. And I know there's
really going to do this 2-year debate.
I know. No, we're just talking
really
because he compared them. So I'm just saying, so
I feel like I'm going back 2 years, and you're going to give me Sane and Sterling, and that was
no. I'm not. I didn't even, Martin. I didn't even do it. I'm just saying, like, when you reach certain points of the season, you're going to want him to maybe come up with that goal, that moment for you, right?
Yeah. He almost did it against Paris Saint-Germain.
For me, the biggest thing, and I think no one ever talks about this, is, and this is my biggest argument when City fans talk about Sane Sterling. Sane Sterling was 2012, 2013-ish, then going upwards. I get, they were there for a while, but no, it wasn't. 2017, sorry, I don't know why I said 2013. That's Mancini days. 2017, it was about 8 years ago. Sane's been to Bayern Munich for 4 years. Yeah, it was pay. I had it wrong. I know. I don't know why. I was doing Mancini days. Sane's been to Bayern Munich for 3.5 years, and now at Galatasaray. Football has moved on in them 6-7 years.
Do you think it's got worse
there's
though,
not
in the last
many,
couple of years?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think the way the Premier League is, it suits direct wingers. Can someone name me a direct winger or an out-and-out winger that is doing the old out-and-out winger stuff?
I mean, you would have said Salah last year. I don't know if
No, because he's an
selling
inverted
up
right
number
forward.
9.
No, he was definitely on the right wing, but he was more of a forward than he was a right winger, wasn't he? He was inverted. I wouldn't say he was an out-and-out right winger who took on a man and tried to put a ball in the box. They played around, and he played in that channel, and they tried to feed balls into him in the box in tight areas. There's no out-and-out wingers these days.
No, the problem with football is, and this is where I'm probably too old-fashioned. My idea of a winger, an old winger, is byline, ball in to your striker. What we've now got into is a winger gets criticised because they don't score. Then they're criticised for the assists. But who's then passing to the number 9 you've got? Because I keep saying this. If everyone wants Sabinho or Gordon or whoever to score 20 goals a season, well, that's going to have an effect on your number 9 then. Yep. You can't then say to your number 9, I want 35 goals a season, because you can't, because your winger's scoring 20-odd goals.
Yeah, and instead of looking for the assist, they're looking for goals themselves, aren't they? Yeah.
I just think, unfortunately, because, I mean, back in the day, there wasn't a 10. The trouble is, everyone names players now. We've now got a 6, we've got a 10, we've got an 8. We've now got wing backs, left wing backs. We've got inside forwards. I'm sorry. But again, I'm sorry, I'm showing my age. 10 years ago, there wasn't all
No,
that.
I agree with that, Mark.
Roy Keane is the CDM. He said to Roy Keane, he's just a tough tackling midfielder.
Who got forward a bit.
Like when Newcastle had, I won't say his name, the guy last season, I could agree with that argument, because people would say Gordon, that was probably when we saw Gordon at his best. Or that's when Gordon.
Well, yeah, that's when you saw Murphy at his best.
Because he had that guy. He had that guy to put in the box for, right? But that's why I'm saying now he might need to do a little bit more output, because there is no known guy who can put away those chances as much as he had before. So he might have to impact it a little differently. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, the Rat made us look better than what they potentially were, because he could create his own goals. So he could get better ball 2 yards to the side from Murphy. He could be 35 yards out, score a screamer from 25 yards, but Murphy gets the assist because he passed the ball 2 yards to his feet.
Right.
This is why goals and assists sometimes, especially assists, you've got to be careful with, because how much of it was it really assist? You could, like you say, you could square the ball for 2 yards, and then a player could run through 4 players and score an unbelievable goal. Then you'd be going, Murphy got an assist for that.
Right. Well, people are saying, like Paige put here, Alicia has 30 GNA, Kane has 40 GNA, Diaz has 25 GNA. It can happen, Martin. Look at Bayern, wingers. No, we're talking goals, not assists. Right? Now I'm going to break it down to you. Harry Kane in 19 games has 21 goals. Alicia has 10. Diaz has 9.
That's what you want.
Similar to Foden, by the way. They do. You said crap. Get out the team. Alicia has 14 assists, right? So of Alicia, you're 30 GNA. We're chucking in cup games now. I'm just focusing on the league. He has 14 assists. That's nearly double his goals. The reason Kane has got 21 goals is because of Alicia and Luis Diaz's assists.
Yeah, but a lot of them, have you seen some of the assists that they get, though? They'll literally just pass the ball 4 yards inside to Harry Kane. Harry Kane will turn and bosh it in the top corner, and everyone's going, Lisa's got another assist. He didn't really do anything for it.
Well, I'll use Sabinho. I'm sorry to go pairing Kane and Cade. Sabinho had 13 assists last season. He was told he was shit, get out of the club.
Let's not do a read of it. We're not going to go down memory lane.
No. This is my point, Ed. People are choosing the stat that suits them. Is it the goals? Is it the assist? And I'm whipping for which one I want.
See, guys, this is my main issues with Sabinho, and I told Martin this, right? I don't know
never
if you guys
watched in the season. Stop that. I'm talking about in the whole season.
I don't know if you guys watched us play Sunderland or not, right? Or you watched the highlight.
I was fuming.
Sabinho had a one-on-one clean through, and he shot it over the bar. I think that's where the frustration is with him, because he does that constantly. right?
Like,
And
before them, we've got 2 months. Like the
I think
last
any fan base will get frustrated with a player who gets one-on-one with the goalkeeper and misses 90% of the time.
You're damn right you will, especially if he's a forward player who you expect to score. You wouldn't want him missing one-on-one.
And sometimes that overshadows the assist, right? When you just have that picture in your mind.
Yeah, I get that. But as long, well, I mean, you drew 0-0.
You know what it is? I'm going to say it. It's still player. We all say there's no such thing as player FC anymore. We all go, there is no player FC. There is. I do it. You do it. Ed does it. Everyone does it. Everyone will deny it and say, no, I'm badged before the play. Everyone will do it. They just don't like to admit that they're doing it. It is what it is.
By the way, can I say one thing very quick just to break this up a little bit?
Yeah, of course.
Happy birthday signing on for Bruno today.
Indeed. 4 years ago today.
Is he playing? I know is he injured or
he's injured, but we don't know how badly he's injured, and we don't know whether he's been risked or not, do we, Dan?
Hey, this will be Bruno at the end of his career. Granddad, can I look at your medals? Yeah,
see
I've got one.
That there, right? Rant time.
I've got one.
This is the entitlement that pisses a lot of Newcastle fans off with you lot, right? Does the player want to finish his career at a club, or does he want to win medals? Right? That comment right there is just entitlement. The thing that you're missing is loyalty. Yeah, everyone says loyalty's gone
Doesn't
in football,
exist.
but there you go. But it obviously does. There's still some players who have loyalty, then they get criticised for being loyal because they didn't choose to go to Man City for medals. That's the one thing you guys need to start.
No, that's where I disagree.
City just you need.
City have been in a City shirt.
No. Well, Martin, I'm going to agree with Baz right now. You lot
as a fan base
are better than the other side of your own city. Because Shearer got the same shit from the Red Devils.
Yeah, he did.
Well, if he'd come to us instead of turning us down twice, you would have gotten so many medals. He didn't care. He wanted to wear the number 9 shirt at his hometown club because that meant bigger to him.
But I'm you're not gonna like this. That's the mindset you will change.
No, but you
won't move forward, Dan. This is the problem. You will be stuck in that. Like I get called an old fogey, happy clapper, because I'm like, we go a couple of seasons not win the league. But even I know with the team we've got, the infrastructure we've got, and the money we've spent, going 3 years without a title is now that on. Now it's questions.
Martin, what I'm trying to say to you is you wonder why a lot of Newcastle fans get on the back of Man City online. It's this right here. This is why. You need to stop saying things like, he should come to us because he's going to win medals. Newcastle United are a club trying to win trophies. It's very disrespectful to our fans, you saying he's going to stay at Newcastle because he doesn't want to come and win trophies at City because he's been loyal.
That's banter about. I'm doing banter.
No. But this is why, I know you are, but this is why you get the criticism online. You said to me a couple of weeks ago, why are all the Newcastle fans having to go at all the City fans? And this right here is why.
But
this is why.
No, Baz, that's why I disagree, because I'm going to be honest with you, and this is not at you or Dan. I'm saying, because you know me, I watch all shows of all clubs and everything. I've seen some Newcastle fans say publicly PSR was put in for them.
No, PSR wasn't, but the same party transactions was.
Right, but this is the problem.
Newcastle's leadership actually voted for PSR.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's my point. PSR came in nearly 5 years before PIFE were even coming into your town.
Correct.
Unfortunately, I think, I tell you where I think it's from, the IRC at the minute. I think some of it's the ATP, because I think you thought we were all holding hands and here we go. And I said to you, Baz, very early on, no one's doing that. It's look out for yourself. And the other side is, I think some Newcastle fans are hurt because we didn't have PSR restrictions and you have. That's not our fault. That's on PIF.
No,
it's actually not selling at the time.
Absolutely.
ATP does not stop you spending.
No, it's not that much. A lot of fans, and unfortunately, they're not educated enough because they don't get Stefan on shows like we do, and they don't understand the difference between PSR, which will be SCR next season, and between same party transactions, which is the one that's stopping Newcastle United from growing as quickly as you guys have because of the sponsorship deals that we're not allowed to sign. That is why Newcastle can't. We can't.
They just have to be fair market value.
Yeah, but that's what's been brought in to stop us from doing what we want to do.
It hasn't stopped you. Just go and get it. Oh. No, go and get it, but just get it.
You're not listening. You're not listening.
I am listening. You're wanting to go in and get £1 billion sponsorship.
Exactly. And we could have done that, but then they put these rules in place as soon as we got took over to stop us from doing that.
No, I agree.
No other company. Humour, yeah, but you're a big club now. You've won the Champions League. You can get those sponsorship deals that Newcastle can't. So the only way we could have cheated the system is by being able to do the deals with the companies that Saudi own, PIF own, and sponsor us as much as we want to.
I think Mark
then the rule but then the rule was put in place as soon as we got took over. The same party transactions now need to be fair market value. That rule was brought in purely because we were took over. And
I agree. That's why Stefan calls it the Newcastle rule.
Exactly. But that's where
it's like we call PSR. We call PSR the Manchester City rule.
Well, there you go. But our fans don't understand the difference. That's the problem. But that's what they're alluding to. That rule that was brought in as soon as we took over, it stopped us from doing a Man City. It stopped us from doing a Chelsea.
We've seen this 3 times. Exactly, Baz. We've seen this 3 times. Nobody liked watching Chelsea buy a trophy. So then they put rules in place. Then Man City got bought out. And Man City did the same, and nobody liked that. They all got their knickers in a twist. So then they put more rules in place. Then Newcastle comes along, gets taken over with lots and lots and lots of money. But then it was like, we got to do something. We got to see something's got to be there where it won't do it.
Yeah, let me just answer in the chat right there.
That comment said something about something being overturned. The ATP. The same party transactions has never been overturned. No. The only one that got overturned was your deal with Puma.
Doris, Villa can do what they're doing because they go so close to the red.
Yeah, they
go all in or bust. So when they don't, their ways to income ratio is like at 94, 95%.
You're not gonna like this. You're not gonna like this, Ed. And I've said this to Baz.
They take that risk.
No. Baz, when I say this, Baz will either smile or he'll go, I know you're going to say it.
Go on.
Villa have sold players. Big players. Yep. Newcastle won't do that for some weird reason. Isak was the first one. And he had to literally, which was, by the way, I've said he was wrong, but he had to literally down tools to get out the door.
Because we were trying to build a team and then try and stay within the rules and try and add to it. Villa are taking a risk.
No, of course I agree.
Villa are going all in, and then if they fail to make the Champions League, they then sell. Yep. And they also brought in big loans. Remember, they brought in 2.
You guys don't do loans.
Rashford, exactly, because it's dead money. So they brought in Rashford and Excelsior, whatever you called him, from Real Madrid. They didn't qualify for the Champions League. Those players went elsewhere. So that's why their squad is as thin as it is this season, because they're hoping to qualify for the Champions League, and when they do, they'll take that risk again. Can we?
I totally agree. I'm not
to then stay in all competitions.
Well, Martin, let me just say this though, right? I think what Martin's trying to say is we know you guys can't get the $1 billion over 10 years, but why can't you guys get 500, 600 million with a growth ratio put in and say if you guys do achieve stuff, it will get bigger over time? Why haven't Newcastle done deals like that?
We could have a deal with Adidas. Adidas deal is better when we're in the Champions League than we're not in the Champions League. We've also now finally, I believe, got naming rights for St. James's Park or something over 10 million. I think it's like 100 million over 10 years, so 10 million a season, which is about right, sponsorship. And you're absolutely spot on, Ed. The people in the background that we had, the Silverstones and all them lot, Eels, They talked a good game, but delivered absolutely nothing. No training ground sponsors, no training kit sponsors. You know, so many revenues were just not taken advantage of. And now we have these new guys in place. We will start to see those revenue streams bulk up, and then we'll see what happens. But Dan, it takes time, doesn't it? Because we've seen shit for the last couple of years. Since Ashworth and Amanda Staveley left, our transfer policy went out the window. They were brilliant, but they took a risk as well.
Yeah.
And she got.
Would you guys have kept them? Dan, would you have kept Amanda even after all that? Would you have
I want her back now.
Yeah, we'll take her back.
But again, I'm just playing devil's advocate.
You like saying that, don't you?
Shoot me now. Yeah, I do.
I'm going to let Dan answer this one.
My fishing rod's all over the place with everyone at the minute. I'm just
Dan, this one's yours.
Everywhere. I've learned off you guys. I'm just doing it on YouTube rather than Twitter.
Go on.
I agree with everything you've done. I agree with what you're saying, but I still think, and I will say it to this day, I think you've let some of your chief execs and your owners off the hook a little bit. I think they could have done more.
Well, you know, we're not denying that.
No,
that's why they're not at the. That's why they're not at the club anymore.
No, I'm talking about Newcastle in general. I don't mean you two specifically.
No, you're right. I'm not disagreeing. Peter
Silverstone, but there are people that are.
Peter Silverstone is not at the club anymore because he didn't perform. Dan Ashworth is not at the club anymore because he saw something greener on the other side, and that lasted 5 months. Paul Mitchell came in with this fantastic pedigree and did all.
But that's my point, Dan. How are 3 people got away with it all?
Talked a good game, like I said. They must have talked a good game.
Who's hiring them? Who's hiring these people?
Well, pay for it. They thought they were getting the best of the best.
This is what I'm saying. For me, just when I see that much turnover in such short time, someone's recruiting badly, or they've been sold a dream and walking in going, hang on a minute. This isn't what we were told.
It's definitely the latter rather than former, Martin, because if you'll remember, Paul Mitchell walked in with, he came in from Real Madrid or wherever he was, the
Monaco
manager.
And
the very first thing he said was our recruiting system wasn't fit for purpose, and we overpaid for both Livramento and Hall. So I don't think we overpaid for either one of them, and he did nothing to fix the recruiting business.
Yeah,
at all.
Absolutely. No, he did. We didn't buy anyone.
No, he did. I'll be honest.
He did. He sold Minta, who Ashworth found because he was wherever he was. He sold Minta to Brighton.
And
I don't know if that was a backhanded help Ashworth make amends for leaving Brighton or whatever it was, but it was 38 million there. And then we had to sell Elliot Anderson, and we sold him for 38 million, but somehow bought the Greek goalkeeper for 20 million in that deal. That one still baffles me to this day.
No, I'll tell you what that was, because you were so far over the line. PSR,
we were desperate. We were desperate.
But how does 18 million? How does 18 million? How does selling him for 38 million and then turning around and being forced to buy the Greek goalkeeper?
You know why? Because you basically scratched.
We're doing each other a deal. We're doing each other a favor.
Because Forest could have been. They could have been 18 million deficit.
So they were in trouble too. So
So what you've done is you've gone in and go, you do that, we'll do that, we'll help you. Got the figures together and gone, right, we're both straight.
Yeah.
And then we took their director of football.
This is the problem with PSR. You went because this is. I mean, Stefan even did say. Stefan actually said this, and I remember him saying it on a show he did with us. Was the trouble is with PSR? You're going to see clubs who are. You can tell who's tight to the line because they start doing deals with each other
before June 30th
rather than somebody else before they're going somewhere. So they may sell a player for 5 million less than what they get an offer somewhere else, but it's because there's another player involved somewhere going your way and their way.
Yeah.
The cash exchange is better on the books.
Yeah, Villa did it as well.
Chelsea did it.
Was it Chelsea and Villa who were scratching each other's back?
Yeah.
They did that, but they did it with all the youngsters. You go here, they were selling youngsters for 50 million quid and they played about 5 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
People are going, what? And it was because their deficit was down. So what it was whoever was before your time, which has come out since, correct me if I'm wrong, was clearly Amanda, which is why she ended up losing a job. She got the cam for it because she was like, you've gone.
Well, no, she didn't. She did get a bit of a bollocking for it, but it didn't cost her a job. The reason why it cost her a job is she had to sell her shares because she had a big court case. She had 10% of the ownership in Newcastle. She had to sell her shares to fund the court case, otherwise she'd be bankrupt or something like that. So that's how she ended up leaving the
by some Greek shipping magnate
for
an overdue, invoice or something like that.
Which tells you she's not great with numbers.
Potentially. But again, it's probably
you don't get
a bad. The numbers,
you don't get a bad on being an owner, director, or whatever it is, because you're good with your numbers. She's been badly advised somewhere.
Yeah, but and this is where, unfortunately, she ended up not staying in Newcastle because potentially maybe Piff didn't want her on the books because of past failings, potentially.
Yeah.
Because she'd only be offered a job at the club. But again, Amanda might have thought, well, if I'm not a 10% owner now, why would I want to
Would they listen to me? Yeah, would they listen to me?
So, that's
the PSR thing is going to be a problem within football all the time, and we don't deny that. Listen, the charges thing is, listen, this is the thing I think where City fans get a little bit upset from our point of view is we want this case over more than anybody else.
Yep.
I know everyone else does. Now, trust me. We want it done. We want it over, moved on, let's go again. Because the only thing we've ever said is if this turns out innocent, we're going to ram it down everyone's throat and we're going to be very loud about it. Because there is so much shit being talked about our fan base, our football club, our owners. Maybe it is. We've been told it's a victim mentality, but we got made the victims by the top echelons. They made us the victims.
It should never have been made public the way it was.
No.
Well, that's why the rules have changed now, Baz. Because they're trying to change the rules now, so it has to now be made public.
It's ridiculous.
They all signed. What no one's ever realised is they all signed NDAs at the start of the case, so they were never allowed to leak anything out. The other thing that stalled it is, and no one's realised, is there has been a change in the guard at the Premier League board level.
Yeah,
some have gone, some have come in again. So now they may want to have a look at it.
It actually feels like it's just, let's just see if people stop talking about it and then everyone will forget about it and it'll just stay
the other thing
unresolved.
That annoys us is the 115 only comes up when City are doing well. I don't know if you ever noticed that in media. When City, like last season when we were not doing anything and we weren't really winning out, not a peep.
Yeah, no one was bothered about it.
If City go top of the league in the next month, you watch 115 goals everywhere. We spend money, 115.
I was about to say, that it really comes up when you start spending money. It's when when you bought Marmouche, when you bought whoever you bought,
Semenyo,
Cherky. It's when the big money gets spent on multiple players. When Newcastle's sitting there trying to bring in a striker and getting turned down by everybody or chosen, other clubs chosen. I'm not hurting because of Shesko. I'm not hurting because of Delap. I'm not hurting because of, I would love
Pedro hurt me.
Pedro's a player. Pedro is a player.
He played well the other night as well, and well spoken at the end. I would love to have had João Pedro. He would have been a player that would have opened up our attacking line. I would have loved to have had Ekitike. Either one of those would have suited us to the ground. It's and then not having to have dealt with the rat all last summer and watching Eddie was hospitalized with pneumonia came back, finished the season, went away on holiday, and he was on his 3rd day of holiday, and then was called back to the club because Paul Mitchell said, "Yeah, I'm out." Yeah. All of a sudden, we had nobody. I go back to the Ashley days where we had one guy in the office, Lee Charnley, Penfield himself, who he was the only person in the office. When we got taken over and they started coming in and looking at the manpower behind the scenes in the front office, we were woefully understaffed. I mean, we didn't have enough money, didn't have enough people in any department. I think the only people that we had enough of were stewards during games and staff in the hospitality areas. And I think they were probably all on 0-day contracts as well. It was pathetic. We had nobody in the marketing department, nobody in the media department, nobody in the scouting department, it was sad. So we're still playing catch up. And, to your point earlier, Martin, I mean, we have seen a bunch of turnover, and I think that's because we're still going through growing pains there. We're still trying to make sure that we've got the right people in the right positions. What the hell was that? The right people in the right positions throughout the club. So there you go.
See, I think this is where we get annoyed. One step, I just need to read because I think Andrew's at the nail on the head. 10 years we've been called cheats, playing down our pitch achievements. What has an alleged £1 million payment to Mancini got to do with anything on the field?
Well, he's the manager, isn't he?
Yeah, but this is the problem. This is where I think do you know what it is? City fans have started shouting up and people don't like it because this is exactly what we're saying. But what they've alleged us to do, I get it, but it has totally destroyed our legacy.
What was the $1 million payment to Mancini?
Because he was doing,
we paid him to they say we paid him to a
payment to doing that side project in wherever he was, Saudi or wherever he was.
Any payment towards somebody who works at the club, whether it's a scout, whether it's a manager, whether it's a player, whether it's a youth team player, if it's done incorrectly, you're going to get punished for it. But I don't think you guys have done anything wrong. It will come out. And I honestly think you'll literally get a fine for non-compliance. And I've said this since the start of it, because if UEFA couldn't find anything, or whether it's because they didn't have the amount of time they were allowed to investigate it, but they don't find anything quick enough. It's like a VAR decision on an offside. They're looking through the tiniest line of when the ball's kicked to a tiny fraction of someone potentially being offside and then making their own decision on what's going to happen. It's boring now. It needs to be solved, and they just need to say either you're guilty or not guilty, and this is the reason why, and then we can all move on.
Yeah,
but bringing it back to football. You guys have Liverpool. You guys have Liverpool
Saturday night
at Anfield. Yep,
at Anfield.
How big a game is this to keep you guys in the race for Europe?
This is a must not lose. This is a must not lose. Take a draw.
Yep.
There is a gap. There's a gap starting to form with Chelsea.
5 points.
There's a
That's
gap.
why it's a must not lose. It's
lose this
a
and
must
Chelsea
not
win,
lose.
they go 8 points, right?
Yeah, it's a must not lose.
Okay, must not lose. Okay,
100%.
You know what Ed's digging at. You know what Ed's digging at there, don't you?
No. Because
you're digging there. What you're trying to say is, so when you're in 10th or 11th, when are you going to start questioning anyhow? That's where you go.
I already know Baz and Dan's point. We don't need to rehash this, right? I know where they are. But I'm saying, I know they want to get into Europe. They want European football. I know that's what these two want.
We want 6 or above. We would love 5th, because 5th is guaranteed Champions League football. Again.
Yeah, 5th is guaranteed Champions League.
Yeah, so we're 4 points behind Chelsea. If we lose and Liverpool and Chelsea both win, that gap is getting too big.
It's now too big. Yep.
Yeah.
Unless they fall off a cliff in the next 10 games.
Which with both those teams, you just never know, do you? Because they're so inconsistent. I mean, Man United are frigging 5 points ahead of us.
Man United. I was about to say Man United. Yeah,
that's crazy. Yep. At one point, I was looking at them dropping out of the top 10.
It's the Carrick effect there. For whatever reason, he was able to get whatever the players, everybody got on Amaran saying, you got to play with the players you've got. You can't try to force the players into your system. And he was then all of a sudden he was changing the system and getting results. And then he made comments that got him the boot. And then Carrick comes in and says, right, what players have I got? All right, well, this is the way we're going to play. And look, they're getting results. Amaran, unfortunately, was just that whole
too far of his own loss.
But it was also a mess. I think he didn't want to come when he came. He was basically given the ultimatum: you come now or you don't come at all. He wanted to finish out the season where he was and finish. It was the whole thing. That whole thing was a bust.
So how about we do a deal, guys? How about we do a deal?
Go on.
You guys lose on Wednesday, right? And we beat Liverpool to keep you guys close.
Well, hang on. We're coming to Wednesday in a minute.
Yeah, I'm just saying. They're facing Liverpool.
We're coming to Wednesday.
We can shake hands now if you guys.
The Carabao Cup dream is over. Trust me. But let me do comical Ali super chat. Big up, mate. Any more surprising signings? Window closing soon. Nope. There'll be no more in. Ortega is in talks with Forest.
Ooh.
I do not know why. On my next bit of info, mate. Thank you for the super chat. And anyone in the chat. The Naipan stuff is true. I do not know why.
He wasn't getting playing time under the new manager.
But Ed, he's not coming back to play at City either anytime soon.
No, he's just going to be around the first team. He's just going to be around the first team.
We're just doing a 6-month train, basically.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
I'm a bit surprised.
He's not going to play.
Forest are after a keeper. Why are Forest after a keeper? Matt Sells has been.
They're always after keepers.
I've got a feeling we're buttering things up for a deal in the summer.
For Gibbs White.
Nope.
No.
For Gibbs White, that was
for your former guy.
He's coming back to Newcastle. I wouldn't worry about it. He's coming.
So who are you guys going to start?
You can't afford him, Baz. Get back in your box over there. Sorry, I'm being arrogant and entitled again. Sorry, my bad.
So which striker would you guys start though against Liverpool? Wissa or Watson?
It's going to be Wissa because Voltemade played 60 some odd minutes against PSG.
Okay.
So he's rotating them basically.
And then Andrew was asking, or Borussia, who was asking, why won't Howe play the two of them together? Because he doesn't have a third striker to rotate in. If they're both on the pitch and they both get injured, we ain't got a striker to our names.
Well, any dealings before the Monday deadline, guys, for you?
Nah,
anything like that for you guys? No?
Doubt it.
Nope.
While we would love to see somebody coming in, I doubt it.
Keeping our powder dry for the summer.
We won't bring anybody on loan because we don't want to.
If you guys get Europa, a conference, will you attract the names you guys want in the summer?
We would attract this.
He's gambling. I've said earlier on, the gambling.
He is gambling. It's a gamble.
The gambling. Yeah.
And I've said, I've said, if we don't get European football, it could be a blessing in disguise because we could then go out big in the summer and say, go and try and win the league.
Matt, let's get a Wednesday. Have you got a genuine opportunity? Do you feel you can come and get yourself back into the final?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
After watching what we did against PSG, yes. Because we will give it the way we played, cut out the mistakes.
Three at the back?
I would play that on Saturday. I'd go again at Anfield with the same formation. And I'll go against use the same formation. Because it goes 5 in the back when we haven't got the ball, which you guys hate the low block. And you're very susceptible to the ball over the top with pace because you play a very high line. So the tactics are right in front of us that we've played against PSG. We'll play against Liverpool, and then we can play against you on Tuesday night.
But can you play that system when we don't really need to score?
Yeah, because I think you'll want to kill the game. And I think you will want to entertain your fans. And you only play one way, and that's to attack.
My problem is, though, you're going to have to come out from the get-go. You can't play the sit back and be patient.
I don't
No,
think
you
we
do.
do.
You've got to get
90
2
minutes.
goals.
90 minutes, so you've got plenty of time to score 2 goals. I honestly think we'll give it a real good goal.
Does it go to extra
By the way,
time?
Semenyo and Gay can play, so you're not playing Max Lane anymore.
Oh, I know.
Does it go to extra time at the end of the 90 if it's tied 2-2? It
Depends.
goes straight to penalties.
Straight to
PKs. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So there's no reason why we can't give it our all in the 90 minutes.
I don't think you'll keep us out.
You could be right.
Yeah,
actually, to be fair, if Haaland's playing up front, he ain't scoring, is he?
When was that? Yeah, but Semenyo does. When was the last time we didn't score at the Etihad? There's a question for the chat. When was the last time we didn't score at the Etihad?
It happens though. It absolutely happens. We hadn't in 2 years. We had not scored a goal at St James's Park in 2 years, and Villa came and beat us 2-0. Shock. We've never scored a goal. That? I was actually shocked. So
I still think people are underwriting Villa. People are, that's
no. All I'm saying is that we've had Man City come to St James's Park. We've had Liverpool. We've had Arsenal scored against everyone. Villa come to St James's Park. First time in 2 years we don't manage to score a goal.
Tottenham in the league.
So all I'm saying to you is it's possible.
No, I meant in the league. I know Leverkusen, but I meant in the league it was Tottenham.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
famous last turn.
You haven't gotten down to it yet, Martin. But Borussia, yes, we have William Sula now. We haven't had him since November.
He's been out. I don't think he's not even fully fit yet, to be fair. Right. He's not. Again.
Baz does not like Sula as a striker. He doesn't like him as a player. He thinks he's not good enough.
Wow, Baz. Come on, man. You got to back the guy. He's in a Newcastle.
I will support him when he's wearing the top, but I can have an opinion on whether I think he's good enough for Newcastle United starting 11 or even the squad. I don't think he is. Okay. Would he get into any other top 6 squads?
Probably Tottenham.
I don't class Tottenham as a top 6 club.
Right, that's it.
Hey, SBO, can you do me a favor? Piss off and unsubscribe. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, it is. It's terrible. But we did beat you again. I go back to it. Beat you 2-0 in the Carabao Cup before. And that was with a team that we, should have been trounced by you lot. And you couldn't beat us.
Wow.
Thank you. Last time was 27 September 2023.
We have to get through Saturday first, lads. We have to get through.
Yeah,
Saturday
but we've got to talk about it, haven't we? Because it's Tuesday night, and we're not going to get a chance to talk about it much. But I just think we've got a chance because we
always have a chance.
Yep. Of course,
the first goal is massive, right? Whoever gets the first goal,
whoever gets the first goal. If you get it, turn it off. Good night. Make the subs, rest players. But if we get the first goal, there'll be some twitchy bums out there. There'll be some twitchy bums out there. It's all on the first goal.
Okay.
I've seen games.
Who did you guys play with that system though? You guys played Trippier.
Which one? The 3-4-3 the other night. No, we had Dan Burn, Botman, and Chow.
Okay.
And then we had Hall.
Dan Burn was
Miley,
back from injury. Yep.
Yeah. We had Hall, Miley as the wing backs.
Oh, Miley.
In the 4. Yeah. Then there was Ramsey, Tonali, and then there was Willock, Alanga, and Voltamada up front. So we rested a few players because we know we got a big game on Saturday.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, so would you risk Bruno for him potentially not to play in the cup? Because which one is more important for you guys right now, right? Like,
I don't think Bruno gets risked in either of them if he's not fit enough.
Oh, sorry, quick update. Naipan is coming back to train. He is not eligible to play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's just coming back to train.
So he can't even play. He's not eligible in the Champions League.
He won't be in the Champions League squad or the Premier League squad. Or
can't be in the Premier League one.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, he's just coming back to train and be around the guys.
To the homegrown quota
and all that stuff. Yeah.
Jesus, we've got 30 players at the minute, mate. Well, 29 now because Bob's gone. Bob has gone.
And weren't you complaining about not having enough players?
Next to all been injured. Now they're all coming back. So now we've got a new problem. We've now got 29 players to try and pick from, and good luck.
That's
nice. Calvin
That's
Phillips. I'll drive him up. I'll bring him up with me on the 27th of Feb. I'll bring him up. He'll be fit by then. He can come up with me.
Do you guys think that the tie's over and Pep might rest a few players on Tuesday night?
No. Pep will go out full.
Because I don't think we're going to rest players until
Wednesday, by the way, not Tuesday, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I don't think we're going to rest players until the following week for the FA Cup because this is
I think Pep will go out.
Big week for us. This is a big week for us.
If we go 2-0 up, then he'll start taking players off.
Well, yeah, game's over, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what he'll do. Mate, he played Haaland against Exeter.
He did? Did he score?
He scored against Galatasaray, though.
Sorry, who's the top goal scorer? Did you see him against Galatasaray?
No, I was too busy watching. I was too busy watching my game. It was.
Did you see him breaking Ronaldo's record?
Yeah, but why? Because he's in a competition where he gets a bit more space. But when he's in the Premier League and facing Newcastle, he hasn't got a chance.
Martin, have you heard about Stones being fit?
One goal.
Diaz is back from Monday. I don't think
it has been awful.
I don't think Stones will be ready yet. I think Stones is still dealing with what he has. Okay. The heel problem. Listen, I just think, sadly, I think you needed a goal at St. James's to keep this tie alive.
Well, that mentality cost us, didn't it? Because we were trying to get the draw, and then they cost us the second goal. If we had just taken our medicine and left it at 1-0, would have even had a better chance.
Was that surprising for you guys?
But no, I understand why I did that, because I think Eddie Howe had that mindset. I think he went, we need a goal here to go to the Etihad.
No, but if it was 1-0, I think the chance goes from 10% to 35% chance of winning, doesn't it?
Yes, so, I agree with that. Yeah,
I think chasing that goal was a little bit of a silly situation, to be fair.
The only reason is, I'm not saying you won't score Wednesday. I don't see us not scoring.
Oh no, I think
you're going to need 3 goals.
Yeah, we could beat you 3-1, take you to penalties, and knock you out. And then I'll be taking your hotel, Martin.
My hotel's booked, mate.
Exactly. I'll be taking it off you.
We are going to the Etihad
at a discounted rate as well.
No, you're not.
Damn, we're getting to Wembley, aren't we?
No, because I know Joe Linton's going to be out for that because it's growing, right? He's going to be.
Yeah, he's
out because he's scared of Nico Riley giving him another slap.
Shut up.
Nico Riley give him another slap round the head.
Get back in your box. Two of them to stand up to him. Terrible.
Why does Dan feel less confident? You're like, yeah, we're going there and doing it, and Dan's like, I'm not too sure.
No, I said
I'm stupid.
Any given Wednesday.
Exactly. You just never know.
No, I agree. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's going to be a proper cup tie, semi-final. I'd say it's going to be
everything to play for.
Probably won't, because there's still 6,000 tickets available. Anyone wants to go, please come. At the moment.
That, isn't it?
Martin, I'm interested to see if he does Rodri and Nico G.
I told you what's coming, Baz. You didn't believe me. It will happen at your gaff.
Martin, would you do Rodri and Nico G for that game or no?
For Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm full 11 Wednesday.
No, I'm saying would you do Rodri and Nico G double pivot for that game?
No. Why?
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
What for?
Some people will ask that question because of their midfield. If there's going to be
Menyo Mamouche and let them run.
Yeah, but we don't know what our midfield's going to be yet.
Mamouche loves a Newcastle game.
Yeah, Debbie was quite good.
No, he just loves any game at home. He always scores at the Etihad. For some reason, he always scores at the Etihad.
I don't even know what our midfield is going to be like on.
The one thing I do want to ask you two, because I was looking at your fixture list.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say good luck, but good luck.
Yeah. It's a tough field.
Oh, it's horrible.
Word.
You guys got Villa in the FA Cup too, right?
They've got Liverpool away, then us, then Brentford. Brentford at home is your kind of
winnable game on paper. Yeah.
Spurs away, Villa away. Oh, the Carabag, that one.
Spurs.
And then you've got us again.
Spurs are Spursy though, aren't they?
And then you got United, but the trouble is you don't know what United's going to be turning up by that point.
We don't.
Yeah, we don't know which it's going to show up.
I mean, does that worry you for your European aspirations? Could this really? Are you like this? Could really knock us? I mean, great if it goes the other way.
Yeah, this could give us all the confidence in the world, or it could derail the whole season. But after watching us again on Wednesday night, that gave me confidence that we can go into this jam-packed fixtures and cause a few upsets. Why not? Especially with players coming back.
I think you would want a good showing versus Liverpool to give you some momentum going into Wednesday. I think you would want a good showing there just for the confidence, the morale. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to.
Must not lose. If we can get a point at Anfield, that's a good point in any season.
Yep, agreed.
Well, it's the best time to play him. This is the best season to play him.
Yeah, even Steven Gerrard said it because he was doing the Champions League commentary on something, and he said, he's worried for Liverpool if we play all our pace players, because that's where Liverpool are acceptable. If we can get the balls through the lines and get players running onto them, you just never know. Have Newcastle got full level?
Have you sold your full allocation? I'm taking it for Wednesday.
I believe so, yeah.
So how many's coming?
Very, very rare in a way supporting Newcastle is not sold out. Especially a semi-final of a cup. It was sold out within a day, I think, or on the day they were sold. Whatever we were allowed. I don't know what the allocation was.
No, I was just wondering.
What is the cup allocation these days? I know the Premier League, it's a certain percentage, isn't it?
I'll have a look.
But what midfield do you guys think would you guys like to see versus Liverpool?
Go on, Dan. I haven't got a clue.
No, we were talking about this yesterday, Ed. Tonali and Ramsey and Willock all got shots on against PSG, but Willock was officially listed as a left winger, and we had Tonali and Ramsey in central midfield. We had Miley out wide right, we had Lewis Hall wide left, and then we had Elanga and Voltemata up front. If Bruno's fit, I see him playing. He was on the bench against PSG, but he wasn't risked because, according to Eddie Howe, he said, he didn't want to risk his ankle. He said, we've got lots of games coming up. He said it wasn't worth the
9
risk.
games. Yeah,
we've got this. We've got this coming. So I thought Ramsey did very well the other night. I thought Willock was phenomenal. We got COVID era Willock the other night against PSG. Was it because he was given license to run? Was it because he got space to run? He was able to get behind. I mean, his late run into the box that got the equalizer header was phenomenal. I could see Tonali and Ramsey and Willock in midfield, like Baz said. Could we play a 3-5-2? Is it a 3-4-3? Does it become a 5-3-2? When we're off the ball. I think we go 3 at the back. I think Hall keeps his place as left wing back. I think Riley keeps his place.
Miley.
Right
wing back, Lewis Hall.
Miley.
You don't want to see Trippier. You guys don't want to see Trippier.
I think
it depends what formation we play.
Right. Yep.
Right.
I don't think
clarified. By the way, 5,359 you've got, and you've sold out.
There you go. You see, we travel.
We travel. Yeah. Let's not think about. Sorry, go on. Carry on.
We travel. He said.
We travel.
Yeah, we do.
Travel. Yeah.
We have the best away fans in the league, in my honest opinion.
So
let's not get that started up. Let's not get that started up. But anyways,
I don't think he'll. If we go 3 at the back, I don't think he'll put Trippier out wide right because he doesn't have the legs. He doesn't have the legs to keep going up and down the touchline. You know, if we go 4 at the back, I could see him playing right back. You know, and then he'll play Tonali, Miley, and Ramsey in midfield.
Because I feel like if Trippier doesn't play against Liverpool, he will definitely play against us. So,
well, again, it all depends on the formation against you. If we play 4-3-3, then Trippier comes straight back in at right back. But if we play 3-4-3, you don't play Trippier.
Right.
I just think he will probably want him in for the semifinal just because of his experience and all that stuff. I know
possibly, or they might just want him in because we've got so many games. This is the thing.
Yeah,
it's
risk
and reward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why some people thought you guys would make a signing in January to help because of the squad and injuries, because you guys are going to have a jam-packed run after this.
Like I said, we're taking a risk. We did this. We've done this a few January windows. We take a risk, save our powder for the summer. January, you're always paying over the top unless you find someone who's good enough with a release clause, like you guys did. Took advantage of that.
Or we get a loan with the
option to buy, maybe, or
buy. Yep.
You know, an obligation to buy, maybe move for one of our summer targets, and say
that's how
Howe
worked out for us.
Yeah, exactly. But I just don't see us doing it. I really don't.
I don't either.
I mean, it'd be nice to get one in, wouldn't it? But I just can't see it.
Another body would be great, but I don't see it happening.
Well,
not the way Ramsey started playing, not the way Willick turned up on Wednesday night. Maybe they're thinking these players that have been on the fringe are maybe better than and starting to come into their own now. Maybe we don't need an extra player. So, but I still think we need another cover for left back. But Dan Burns back, so you'll just chuck him in there if he wants to. I don't know. I like I say, powder dry, I think is probably the best way the club should go. See where we finish in the league and then attack the summer, regardless of where we finish, and decide what we want to do.
Pyrex Baby says he feels like Newcastle should have gotten Strand Larson instead of Vissa. We were after Strand Larson, same height.
Yeah, Wolves played hardball.
Yep, same height as Voltemata, or close to. I think the option was always we wanted Vissa. We wanted Vissa from the start because he wanted to come, and we had that opportunity. So, if for us, Wolves kept moving the goalposts. You know,
do you know what I'd have gone for?
Go on.
I'd have gone for Matata.
Oh, Palace. Yeah, no, we don't deal with Palace. Palace move the goalposts all the time. They fucked us around with Gea for how long?
Yep.
I don't know.
It was a summer whole thing. 50 million. All right, there's 50 million. 55 million. Oh no, we want 60 million now. All right, there's 60 million. Now we want 65 now. No. The only reason why you got them the way you got them is because they were desperate to get something for them in the end. We were trying to deal with him when he had a year and a half left on his contract, so it was a very different
that's crazy,
situation.
by the way. 50 million quid for Sean Larson, Jesus.
One good season. This is the thing, and that's what happens when you have one good season. You get a massive price tag. Look at Isaac.
McCain wants to know, what is your reaction, guys, to your new leaked home kit?
It's a load of bollocks because it's got Seller on the front of it, and the Seller deal runs out in the summer.
There you go.
There's no way.
Think of our leak kit. You got to see our leak kit. There's our leak kit. Look at that sexy little man there. Sexy man in that sexy kit. Look at that. Beautiful. Think of
it's what you wear all the time, isn't it?
No. We don't normally have that white. And the badge is just all white, which is very nice.
Yeah, our leaked one's horrendous, and it's definitely not correct because, like I say, the sponsor's changing.
Don't ask that, Formidable, because we don't pull on that thread. Don't pull on the thread.
In the Newcastle team.
Oh,
Jackson, we were linked with him, but no, he's got a attitude problem and a terrible reputation on the pitch.
Players who've got an attitude problem. He's got an attitude, though. He's got an attitude.
Would you take Jackson? The amount of times he gets sent off in games?
No.
I wouldn't touch him.
I just don't rate him as a footballer.
He's got an attitude problem as well. An attitude problem on the pitch. That's the problem.
See, I've got to be careful what I say now, because you're going to say I'm being a smug git. We're shopping in different retailers at the moment.
Well, we're not, because we were shopping in the same pool. You just ended up getting the players and we didn't.
Yeah, true.
Nice try.
Are you guys going to boo? Are you guys going to boo Gahey? No? Are you guys going to boo?
Why? What's Gahey done to them?
No, because he turned. I don't know if he turned him down or I don't know.
No, he didn't. Told you, Palace screwed us over.
Have you noticed he's gone off camera now? He asks a dodgy question and gets off camera.
Yeah. He wants to run.
Do you want to loan Hugo Viana back to the team to out some player bargains for us? Performing well. Donnarumma 27 million, Gage winner, Reinders 34 and Shaky 32. He's actually, tell you what, Hugo Viana knows how to deal with the money, I'm telling you.
He does. He's very good. I didn't even realize he was doing that job, to be fair.
Me neither.
He took over Peaky Berenstein.
Who was the signing before Gahey? Was it Semenyo? I think it was when Semenyo was announced that when we saw
that's when we saw
Viana's arm around him. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Who? Yeah.
Viana's been there since.
It's been there a couple of years now, right?
I've got a child who's got anger management on his PS5 at the moment. Shut up. Jesus. He came in February, did shadowing, February 2025.
Yeah,
did shadowing, took over. He was actually involved in our window in January last year. He was the one who brought Kushinov and Victor Hayes in.
Got it.
Cheeky did the Mamouche. They were sort of tag teaming it. And then in the summer, it was all Viana.
I liked him. It was a very
competent board does, He was
a very cultured player.
In before you let the old one out, sporting director. That's what a competent board does.
Mm.
We're not allowed to talk about
like how he says it. No, he says it off camera again.
No, he's doing something in the background now.
Yeah, speed dating again.
No, yeah, sorry everybody. My dog. This is the issue when you have a 100-pound dog.
Don't talk about your date like that.
Wow, bit rude. Right. Final thoughts then. Anything you want to add? Any other business?
No, it's just a tough period, isn't it, for us? But we're gonna. Yep. These are the situations where in the past we never had a hope in hell's chance. But in the last 2-3 years, these are the games you should be enjoying. Like you've always said, Martin, enjoy the ride. Because when you get to the final destination, it's not as fun as the ride.
No, like I said, I still, people hate me for this, but I think a lot of your fan base is not enjoying the ride.
Because they don't know. Some of them are too ahead of themselves. They've got too ahead of themselves.
Newcastle or a City I think it's just a modern day football fan problem. Everyone's trying to get to the destination as quick as they can and take every shortcut they can get to that. Nobody wants to go through the growing pains and the growing of it and doing stuff.
No, they don't.
What it is.
And some of them are just too uneducated, unfortunately, when it comes to PSR. We're the richest club in the world. We're not.
I still don't think Eddie Howe will last long at Newcastle.
No,
I don't. No, that's just my opinion. I don't think he can take you to the level you want to eventually go to. I'm not saying he's a bad manager.
Yeah, we've just been to the UEFA Champions League champions in their backyard and should have beat them and had a great performance. Tactically outfought Enrique and without some of our best players.
Tactically outfought him. They had nearly 30 shots.
Yeah, but did you see where they were shooting? Did you see where they were shooting from?
Well, it's not
you didn't watch Martin. You didn't watch.
I was at the game.
Exactly. So don't comment on something about looking at certain stats.
Right, but No, Baz. I'm not going to have that because PSG were in the playoffs last season and went and won the bloody treble by the end.
No, I'm saying to you, don't look at a certain stat and then make a comment that you think you know the whole 90 minutes. A lot of their shots were from like 25, 30 yards that was skied, blocked, weren't even cutting us apart. We cut them apart more than they cut us apart. And we should have won that game because we tactically outplayed them. And it was even said by the commentators on the game saying, Eddie Howe has done a tactical masterclass tonight and Newcastle deserved to win. So please go and watch the 90 minutes, then come back to me and tell me we didn't deserve to win.
That's fine, but that's what I mean. And I get you right credit for it. But I still don't think he's the long-term answer. That's just my opinion.
That's fair enough.
Because he'll go to Anfield and he might get absolutely whacked.
You might do, but that's football, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's what I mean, though. The trouble is with
you going to Leeds and going to Sunderland and couldn't even
Did me and Martin switch things today? Because I feel like he's on the Martin took,
Yeah, I think you've switched roles. Yeah, I think he's about a personality transplant.
No, I'm not. No, listen, Baz and Dan know my thing. I'm not saying Eddie Howe's bad. I've had this thing, and Baz, you know this. I've had this opinion.
I know, but you keep bringing it up. You keep bringing it up.
I don't think he can take you where he wants to go. You are 9th and 10th, could be 12th by the end of Saturday. That's going backwards, not forwards. One good result in the Parc des Princes ain't going to make him the manager. Where's the question of hang on? We finished 4th or 5th. Why we dropped to 12th?
Why this season? Because we sold Isak on the last day of the window, which was a stupid idea. Then we replaced them with players on the last day of the window, which then scampered our whole build up to the season, and we're still suffering from it now. We're still trying to find ways of playing.
One of those big money signings got injured playing for his national team and was out
before he even kicked the ball for us. Yep. We've had a horrible look at the start of this season, and Eddie Howe has done a miracle to get us into a semi-final of a Carabao Cup again, keeping us in the FA Cup, getting as high as we were in the Champions League, and still only 5 points off a Champions League qualification. Sorry, Martin, not many other managers out there who could do that. With our squad depth, with our squad amount, and with our budget, even Pep couldn't perform the miracles at Newcastle that Eddie Howe has done.
And more to the point, if Eddie was to go now, name the replacement.
Who's going to come to Newcastle and go?
Nobody can.
We don't have an open checkbook like City do, so Pep would never take the job.
Well,
we don't have an open. This is the problem.
We're moving away from big name managers anyway. I think you're looking at young up and coming managers.
I was waiting
that are looking to make a name for themselves and grow teams. I think that's the next phase of management right now.
Well, it has to be with SCR, doesn't it? You need to find managers.
Maybe I don't know. The problem is, it's just my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion.
Right, don't drop my guy name. Okay, let's not.
I'm entitled to hammer your opinion.
You can do, and you can. But I tell you what, I don't think Eddie Howe can take you where you want to go.
Yeah, there we go. I just find it funny when, like,
do you know what I think he's poor in? I think his signings are poor. I don't think he's very good at profiling players up.
But that's not his job. His job is to coach and manage the team.
Yeah,
he should be people above him.
He was in charge of your window in the summer, and he's bought Tosh.
We've explained exactly what's happened in the summer already.
Right? I know, but that's not his fault. But he did it, and he bought them
because we've got our 7th and 8th choice on our list. So what do you do? Do you not buy anybody if you don't get your first, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th choice?
Yeah, we bought Ruben Diaz. He was our 4th choice.
But we didn't have. We didn't get our 4th choice. We got our 7th or 8th choice.
Way down the list.
Martin, next season, let them be for this season. Next season is going to be make or break. I don't want to hear none of this. We weren't able to spend in the summer. I don't want to hear Eddie Howe had to do all the buying in the summer. I don't want to hear.
We've got people now in the right place.
Glasner. Now there's the guy that I'd say go to Newcastle with.
Okay, so how many times has Glasner beaten Eddie Howe?
But that doesn't make a good manager, Baz. The Plymouth Argyle manager beat Liverpool last year. Were they sacking him and putting him in charge of Liverpool then?
Look at where Liverpool are now after they got rid of.
Go off a one-off game.
There's been more games that Eddie Howe has beaten Glasner in, and he's out fought him.
I mean, they both have a cup. They both have a cup trophy.
Exactly. You're saying go to the next level, and you're picking out Glasner. Glasner's won an FA Cup. That's it.
But Baz, that's what I'm talking about. There is no big name out there. Like the hottest name out there is Alonso. That's who everybody. Mm-hmm. Alonso's not a big name, really.
Oh
yeah, Grimsby United. Who the bloody hell's the Grimsby town manager then? Is he better than Amarin? He's not really, is he? That's what
Glasner's been in the league long enough. Glasner's been in the league long enough. Eddie Howe's beaten them all. Eddie Howe's beaten Mourinho.
See, I told everyone in the chat, my opinions are banned. For some reason, banned.
Your opinion sucks.
It don't. My opinion don't suck.
From a Newcastle point of view.
Has Dan frozen or is it me?
I think he's frozen, yeah. No, you're frozen on the screen, mate. You're still there. We can hear you, but you're not moving.
We can hear you, but we can't see
back?
you.
Yeah, there you are.
People are asking what's that bright.
I was playing with Canva in the background.
Oh.
People are saying what's that bright light in the background in the sky had.
Yeah,
I know it's the sun. You just don't see a lot of it.
Mate, what can I say? You guys have the EPL over there. I got the sun over here. This is what we're born to.
That's my TikTok video yesterday or Wednesday was bright blue sky above my head.
No, I wouldn't take Conte.
No, I wouldn't.
Conte will want an open checkbook, and we don't have that. Why not? Is there something I've missed there about Glasner and the Saudis?
Can't see Glasner and the Saudis getting on. I think they just mean.
I think he's talking about personality.
I think they mean personality.
Right. Oh, is that
he just came out to the conference, right?
No.
If you don't think Glasner's personality would fit with them, why would you put out Mourinho?
He needs an open checkbook. He needs an open checkbook.
Apparently, Pep's getting sacked. Everyone wants Pep out. Do you want him?
Pep is the only manager I would take above Eddie Howe in a heartbeat because I love watching.
Come on, what about Emery?
Okay.
Who? Emery? No.
Did you just hang on? Whoa. We're backtracking.
Oh, and I've always said
say that again, with chest.
I'd take Pep if we had an open checkbook.
You said, and I quote, I'd take Pep Guardiola. He's the only one I'd take over Eddie Howe.
Yeah. He's the only manager that I know would, if he had money to spend, the only manager.
So he's the second best manager in the Premier League for you, Eddie Howe?
He's up there, yeah.
Yes, I have got Pep as first.
No, it's not just about being the second best. He's the right man in this football club. Managers suit football clubs. Eddie Howe suits Newcastle United.
Agreed.
Look at the Brentford manager. He's gone to Spurs. Doing a shocking job. He was great at Brentford, though, because he's suited. He's suited.
I mean, Glasner didn't have an open checkbook either.
Which is why he's quit.
Which is why he's quitting, yeah. And by the way, did you see Palace's
you guys had 750 million, though. He didn't have that.
Look, they're all coming with their names now. Poch, Nagelsmann, Didier Deschamps, Company, Moyes. They're all coming out now with them.
No, I wouldn't take Company either.
Wouldn't we take Carrick since he's a Geordie?
You wouldn't take Company?
No, because
I wouldn't
take Company. No.
You want to take someone who wins Bundesligas?
No. That tells you how poor their league is.
As do you want to grow as a football club? Are you just enjoying this Eddie Howe ride? I'm starting to.
We will grow as a football club.
I'm just enjoying it.
We will grow as a football club with Eddie Howe at the helm because he suits. I like his work ethic. I like the way he is with the players. I like the way he comes out, and he's very, very easy. He's very hard to read in interviews because he lies all the time, but he tells you what you want to hear. I think he's the perfect manager for our football club. I really do. There's not many. Go on, Dan.
I've gone on record multiple times and said, I hope he is our Alex Ferguson.
Yep.
I would love to see Eddie Howe at our club for 2.5 decades.
Wow.
If he's given the opportunity to build the club like Alex Ferguson was.
Exactly.
You know, we haven't had the academy. We spent nothing on academy for 14 years. You know, we just I would like to see this journey continue. I'm not in the for me personally, I am not in a hurry to get to the destination, provided that we enjoy the journey. And if that journey involves European football on a regular basis, a team that goes out and tries to win cups and then does well in the league, I'm a happy guy. Baz?
No, I'm not, Luke. I'm not going Spurs away. I'm at Newcastle on Wednesday though. If anyone's going to that, come and say hello. No. So no. By the way, Luke, commiserations. Thoughts and prayers, mate, for your sad loss. So we're thinking of you, mate. And if you do need to reach out, don't worry. Luke lost his granddad today, so
sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Our assistant seems. Listen, I get it. I think that's why I've now figured out, knowing Baz so long as I have now, for my sins. I know why you're different to the other Newcastle channels, because they're trying to get to that destination
as quickly.
Whereas you're enjoying the journey, they want to get to where they want to go. They're thinking Howe's holding them
impatient.
Back. Yes.
Where I've been a fan for a very, very long time. I've seen us win our first trophy in 70 years.
You'll be told to piss off and get in the bin soon, Baz. That's coming. They'll be telling you to get in the bin, go back to wherever you came from. You're an old unk.
I don't really care.
You don't need fans like you anymore.
I don't care.
Yes, I am going to.
For me,
people
just
forget
go watch.
I do this for fun.
Go watch the movie What About Bob with Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss.
Honestly,
just go.
There's a big thing. There's a big thing with people online at the minute in our fan base.
It's clicks.
It's all about the local. It's now local boys versus the other guys and everyone. There's just like civil war everywhere at the moment. Yeah, you can come and have a free drink, of course.
It's all about clicks. This is the problem with social media now, and that a lot of channels will say there's a lot of channels out there who will say what everyone else is saying to be relevant and to get the clicks and to get the support. I will never do that. I will have my opinion on whether anyone disagrees with it. A lot of people do. Yeah. But we will never be that, let's just get on the bandwagon and just start saying what everybody else is saying because that's what people want to hear. I'll never be like
100%. Yeah.
So I wish I was going to Azerbaijan. I can't afford things like that, man. I've got 2 kids and a mortgage.
You've got to buy me a load of drinks on the 27th of February, guys. So no problem.
That too.
Damn, he's buying your drinks. Is he buying your drinks as well that night?
I have every expectation. There have been some very generous people that have taken care of me when I've been out and about at the charity do. So and if not, I will buy my own drinks. It's all fine.
Yeah. Sadly, the X is where a lot of this is at. Like you said,
yep.
It's the some of the homegrown. I hate doing it because I hate siphoning fans into areas. Because we're all City fans. Whether you're on the other side of the world, you've been 5 minutes, you're there. And the thing is, people go, well, keeping Savio, but we're selling Bob, and people love the academy. No, they don't, and it's just everyone's all over the place.
But the thing is with our fan base, right? I will happily talk to anyone who has an opinion as long as it's balanced and it's sensible. But we could win 4 games in a row, right? You won't hear from these people for 4 games. As soon as we lose one, all these Eddie Howe out guys come back out on Twitter straight
away.
Right, for the 5th game. Do you know
what I mean? Joe?
It's just
say this: when City won 8 in a row, everyone was happy. The people who criticised never heard from.
Nope.
Soon as we got 2 draws, Pep out. It was World War 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
But this is it. And the problem is
we've only lost 1 in 11.
But the problem is, though, it's starting to creep into, because loads of people are saying it, like all these tiny little accounts that have got like 12 followers and they're just burner accounts or whatever they are. It's now starting to creep into people who have got big accounts. And that's the frustrating thing. As soon as we lose a game, it's Eddie Howe's inapt. He can't change his tactics. He won't change his formation. Eddie Howe just pissed on everybody when we went to PSG away because he changed everything. He changed the style of play, he changed the formation, and he also didn't even pick his favorites, apparently. And this was like, you know...
We're never going to win anything because Eddie Howe has his favorites. He never changes. He doesn't have a plan B. And then when he changes things, they're all like, well, why did you do that? He can't win.
Oh, man.
And quite frankly, you know, as long as he keeps doing what he wants to do the way he wants to do it, we get results. Like I said, let's enjoy the journey. I like it.
Yeah. And there was a banner a while ago, and I still think it's a great banner. Don't demand a team that wins. We demand a team that tries. And that is what you should expect. No. This is, you might not agree with this, but this is what it should always be. When you're a fan going to St. James's Park or going to an away game, all you want to see is those 11 players leave everything out on the pitch, regardless of the result. And if they've worked their asses off, you can accept a defeat. It's when you see people lounging around, players lounging around and not trying or caring. That's when you get a bit frustrated. And then you start asking questions. But if they're giving 110% and just weren't good enough on the day, because it happens in football, you can't go online and start slagging them off and saying this and that, and this player needs to go, Eddie Howe needs to go. You know, have an opinion and a constructive criticism of the game, fair enough. But then screaming and shouting about sacking players and all this sort of stuff, it's just, it's social media now.
It's noise.
Do you know what it is? There'll be a word that'll creep into your fan base soon.
Well, it already is. Happy clappers.
Nope.
Well, which one then?
Standards.
Oh God, that already has. Yeah, the standards.
The beauty of standards is there's so many to choose from.
Yeah, exactly.
Standards are actually a subjective thing.
You know, we're one of the oldest Premier League clubs. We need to get back to the standards of the past.
See, then you get this dickhead up here doing that to me. Look at him. He's been a fan
the other one as well.
He's seen a few pots and a few armpits, and the man's on it. Look at him. He's seen a lot of that, and he's like, "Yeah, there's my standards."
It's the expectations.
Ask him about Hyde Road and Main Road.
That's the other word.
Include the man.
There's the other word. The expectations have changed now that we've won something and we've been in Champions League. The expectation is we should be doing this every season. It's like, no, that's
techie ballers. Have you got any techie ballers?
Big up techie ballers, no?
Yeah. Has that not come into your techie ballers yet? Some techie ballers. Ed loves that one.
No, they need some techie ballers. That's their issue. They need some techie
ballers. And a Ryan Cherker and a KDB and the David Silvers.
Oh, right, okay. Techie, tiki-taka sort of stuff.
There you go. The standards are armpits at the end of the season in techie ballers.
No, they heard of Walt Messi. Where this nickname came from? Walt Messi.
That's what they called him in Germany.
It's more like Walson.
That's before us. Because they were astounded by his touch.
Yeah,
for a big lad that he is, his touch is phenomenal. To be fair. Phenomenal.
Yep. But he gets more time in the Germany they did in the Premier League. He get more space, and that's why he looked like a 12 out of 10 all the time. But when he comes to the Premier League, he's starting to figure out he's going to get bashed a lot, and he needs to learn to stay on his feet somehow and take it and still have the ball and still does what he does. I was actually very impressed with him against PSG.
Or Baz, he also needs to figure out when to use it to his advantage and go down.
Yes. Yeah.
Pull the foul. You know, that's the thing that I will give him credit for the first several months he was here. You know, lots of times we've seen lots of Premier League players just fall down on the ground, and he didn't. He kept his center of gravity up and stayed on his feet when there were loads of us who were yelling and going, fall down, pull the foul, draw the foul. But, you know, I give him credit.
Hey, Martin, I've watched Gareth Barry, man. I watched Peter Crouch. What are you doing?
Look at him now trying to justify himself.
What are you doing? What are we doing?
Do you know what he's just done?
He never played for free.
He's had a 3-minute gap there. He's just gone on Google, hasn't he?
John Bolter was not a steward.
What are you talking about? Sean Wright Phillips, that techie baller. What are you talking about?
Peace off. Sean Wright Phillips was no techie baller. Mahrez was a techie baller. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
look, Bray and bro, you lot, LB's got a lot to answer to.
King Clancy was a techie baller.
King Clancy was my idol. I loved a bit of gear.
He was quality.
Anyway, right, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you, lads, for joining. Baz, do you just want to pop your night that I'm coming up to?
I was about to say.
27th of Feb, Newcastle Benfield Football Club, all for free, all for charity. £15 a ticket. We've got a raffle.
Not for free.
Well,
the people who were hosting it are doing it all for free.
Hosting it.
Yeah. We've got a raffle going.
And our guests are also doing it for free because we're raising money for their
charities. Yep. So no one's taking a payment. £15 per person. We have a raffle.
Pay me, Dan. Has he not told you?
You wish. We've got a Peter Beardsley signed top, an Alan Shearer signed street sign, a $40 gift card for Diet Crow, a family of 4 tour with Jodie Land experience worth about £65, an amazing £20 Greg's voucher, and confirmed just today a 4-ball for the golf at one of the top courses in the Northeast, a choice of 3. I'm waiting for my friend to let me know which 3 courses will be available. You know, there'll be the Newcastle Golf Course, potentially Close House. So you could win an amazing day at the golf as well. And they're £1 a ticket. You just got to contact me and we will sort the numbers out for you.
Are we doing other Oil Brothers Live? I'm off that day. Oil Brothers Live.
What, next Friday?
No,
or live on the 27th. If we get together early enough, yes. Obviously, it won't
depends
be on
on whether or not.
It'll have to be for the day.
Ed depends on whether or not Martin has problems with traffic coming up, like last time.
No. I'm there early. My hotel's booked now.
Yeah, he's got a hotel.
He's booked.
I know. I surprised.
Oh yeah, he's just taking.
I showed up. I showed up 3 hours before they did.
Yeah. He flew over from America.
That's only because he made me go through the bloody Geordie Tunnel or whatever it was.
That's the quickest route.
I had to pick some dick up in your. No, bloody hell! I nearly said something else. I'm doxing him live on air here.
Indeed.
I love it. Yes, we will.
Address. I've got the name out the like that. Right, he lives there. I'm going.
If we can make it work, Ed, we would be happy to.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah, we've just got to see. We've got to get the venue set up and everything. As long as we coordinate together, I'm sure we'll.
By the way, I've had a couple of people. I'm not in Newcastle. I'm going to support friends and have a good night and a drink with them.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'm not going up there to be a Newcastle fan.
And listen to 2 legends. I mean, it's going to be a great night.
Yeah, my hotel's booked. You'll have to do it early because if it isn't early, I'll be deep in whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys want to see that. I don't know if you guys want to see Martin.
Oh, we'll be having a pint when we're doing it. I'll bring the laptop.
You don't want to see me drunk live on air. Me on air drunk's not a good look. Jesus.
You think his jokes are bad now? Drunk. Just wait. Oh. Just wait for that. You know, he thinks the jokes
like that. Double vodka. Let's go. Hey.
Vodka and Red Bull.
Vodka Red Bull. Vodka orange.
All right.
Right,
come on.
Big up. Big black in my eyes. Show them a lot of love. We'll be back Sunday night with the Tottenham post match, or we'll do it on Monday. It will all depend on timing. Probably we'll do something Sunday night, probably. But Tottenham, and then we'll do the countdown into the week. But there will be, for the Newcastle fans, we'll do our post match to the semi-final Wednesday night or Thursday night.
All right.
All right.
Cheers, lad. Good to see you.
Big up, Paul.
Good one.
Let's.